Do you ever look around and think, wow, the world is a crazy place, and it just seems to get crazier and crazier? Ease your mind and take a break. This is Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah. We're a hub for inspirational Christian sermons, practical keys for Christian living, and Christian discussions and interviews. You'll be inspired to live the life that you were created for. Your host is a top-ranking podcaster, best-selling author, world record holder, aerospace engineer, life coach, evangelist, and founder of John Giftah International. Welcome to Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah.
Hey guys, as you all know, when you journey with me, you would have known that I'm a big time Scooby-Doo fan, and that's what garnered me the nickname as Scooby Pastor. So, today being the 53rd birthday of the one and only Scooby-Doo, I brought out this special episode, which is actually on YouTube. You can check out the video on YouTube. But if you love to listen as a podcast, definitely you can listen. They're bringing out lessons from Scooby-Doo, from featuring some of my friends from the Scooby-Doo world, where they share some of the lessons, life lessons, as well as some things that you can apply in your everyday life, as well as ones from the Word of God as well. So this is a special episode. I hope you guys like it, and check out the video if you'd like to, for a lot of graphical representations and stuff like that. So it's pretty much special today, and I will catch up with you tomorrow. It's amazing. We can learn so many amazing things from this cartoon. Many of the things that I came to know, like simple things like what is White House. Okay, if you ask me when I was a kid, I was so dumb. I would say a house painted in white color is White House. I mean, I would have been so stupid. But I came to know about White House watching Scooby-Doo. I came to know about the Statue of Liberty watching Scooby-Doo. Otherwise, I would only say, I think Liberty is just a brand of shoe, man. Okay, that was very lame. But anyway, I think this is going to be kind of like a stand-up comedy come message, I guess. I'm pretty excited. And if at all you want to know, like, John, I thought this was going to be something very serious. Some people are like all the time so serious that, they better need to start listening to Scooby-Doo on Sirius XM, Okay, because you can't actually listen to Scooby-Doo on Sirius XM, dude. So stupid. My jokes are. Anyway, one of the biggest lessons I learned from Scooby-Doo, I think I would say, especially this year, is that, you see, Scooby-Doo and the gang are doing something really serious all the time. They're solving mysteries. They are putting an end to all the bad guys. They're doing something really, really cool. They're doing a serious thing. But if you see Shaggy and Scooby, even in the midst of all the seriousness of the activity, they take time to have fun. They crack some of the amazing jokes. Maybe that's why I have the sense of jokes, I guess. I mean, if you have common sense, you'll know how much of sense I have with the jokes. Anyway, so, they crack amazing jokes, even though sometimes you may think like, that's like a crackpot, dude. But it's fun. I mean, like, they taught us, like, don't be so serious that you don't take time to have fun. And Scooby-Doo literally is an emblem of that. And see, for me, the work I do, like as a preacher, has always been something very serious. Like, it's serious stuff, dude. Be serious. People are like, be serious all the time. But I learned this year, like, you can be serious about the work you do, but you can do it in a fun way. And that's why, even though now some of you learned some life lessons through this, it's a serious thing that you did watch this video. It's not just an entertainment video. This is a serious video. But I did it in a fun way. I cracked some of my lamest jokes. I mean, listen, my jokes are not lame, okay? Okay, fine, they can't walk. My jokes can't walk, so they're lame. But some of my jokes are really cool. Okay, so, but what I'm trying to say here is I tell these jokes, I have these fun stuff. I may not be that great at what I do, but I'm just doing the best I can. And I think that's an important lesson for us to learn from Scooby-Doo. Be serious about life, but don't be so serious that you are never having fun through that. Have fun through that. Enjoy yourself. Crack some amazing jokes, or watch people like me crack some jokes. buy a cracker and come, I'll crack some nice jokes for you. Anyway, I have some of my amazing friends in the Scooby-Doo world, and I'm so grateful to them who reached out, who said, you know what, yes John, we would love to be part of this, and 4 of them are here with us. I'm so grateful to you guys. Starting off, we're going to listen from Nikki Blake, the founder of Scooby Museum. Yes, there is something called Scooby Museum. I'm going to put the link in the description for Scooby Museum, and she also founded Scooby Addicts. Okay, now you don't need to be an addict to actually check out Scooby Addicts. It's so cool, the kind of things that she does. She has those Scooby panels and all of the different things. You can check all of the details in the description, and she's going to share with us something that she learned from Scooby-Doo, and I will see you in a minute.
I'm Nikki Blake from ScoobyAddicts.com. My favorite life lesson from Scooby-Doo is that the real monsters are human. In most episodes of the series, we saw real estate agents, bank tellers, and even friends dress up as a villain in order to scare people away to get what they want. Real life isn't much different, though people don't go to the extent that the Scooby villains went to create an elaborate costume. That makes it even harder to see if the person's intentions are good or bad. So always be aware of the people you're associating with, and trust your gut if you think their intentions aren't the greatest. Happy 53rd birthday, Scooby. Thanks for the life lessons.
Oh, I think you can't hear me if I wear the mask. But why did I wear a mask? Because she just spoke about masks. Okay, I hope you don't call Elon Musk to come and stitch a mask for me. Anyway, that was a really lame joke. Here's the thing I want to tell you guys. Nikki Blake brought out such an important message, right? Like, I was just thinking, Scooby-Doo and the gang are unmasking villains, and here I was, Scooby-Doo on a mask. But the thing is, she brought out an amazing message about how, some people are so difficult for us to understand because, they put a mask outside, and we don't know what they mean. Sometimes they may mean like they're an angel, but they're actually an angel of light, a demon in disguise. So we need to pray and ask God for discernment, right? So that we can trust the right people. Okay, I can talk a lot about that, but that's a beautiful lesson, Nikki, that you brought out from Scooby-Doo. The next person we're going to listen to is another friend of mine, and he is JayBee. Okay, he runs a podcast based on Scooby-Doo. You can check them out on YouTube and other platforms, and he's been into his interviews have actually made out and brought out many lasting results, right? Like even with regard to Scoob and all that, he brought out many amazing things. Even the director of Scoob shared about it, and he's really making a lot of waves out there in the Scooby-Doo and the media and all of that. And we are so happy that he's going to share a couple of things with us, what he learned from Scooby-Doo, and I will see you in a minute.
Hey, thanks so much for inviting me to be a part of this video. So one of the main lessons that I learned from Scooby-Doo is how to deal with bullying and just bullies in general from school, workplace, any walk of life. This lesson is applicable, The thing about bullies is that they always try and come across as stronger than they are, or scarier than they are, or, more powerful and imposing than they actually are. A bit like the villains in Scooby. So when you're faced with adversity, when someone is kind of coming at you with bad intentions, it's a bit like a Scooby villain. They may seem like they have paranormal abilities, 10,000 volts, or anything in between, but ultimately, just if you remove the mask, more often than not, you might find someone that's just a bit weak, lashing out because of petty reasons, or maybe they in themselves feel that they need to put on that mask to come across as imposing because they're in fact more scared than you are. So I think the one thing about Scooby is that it always kind of shows you that for all a villain might come across as scary and impossible to defeat, at the end of the day, if you've got a good team of friends behind you, you'll get through it.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, you're wondering why I'm wearing this Scooby-Doo cooling glass? So that I will feel cool there. I want to tell you guys this. Sometimes people, want to look cool. That's why they end up bullying other people. And JayBee brought out an amazing message or lesson that we can learn from, this whole idea of bullies. And thank you so much. I don't want to repeat the same thing again, but I think you guys got the message out there. Whether you're on the bully side or you're on the other side, there's something for us to remember and learn from Scooby-Doo. The next person with us today, he is Cameron. Okay, Cameron. Oh my goodness, I should have not butchered his name now. I want to just call him Cam, okay? He heads Scooby-Doo and Cameroon Doo. I think that means it's Cameroon. Okay. Forgive me, Cam. Forgive me. I'm just kidding. You can check out the amazing stuff, cool stuff that he does, Scooby-Doo and Cameroon Doo. So he's going to share an amazing thing that he learned from Scooby-Doo. And I will see you in a minute.
Hey everyone, Cameron here from Scooby-Doo and Cameron 2. And I know that this year marks Scooby-Doo's 53rd birthday. So happy birthday, Scooby-Doo. And I just wanted to share with you some life lessons that Scooby-Doo has taught me. Growing up as a young kid, I just always loved Scooby-Doo. It was introduced to me by my mom when I was a young kid. I remember watching ABC, and it was a Scooby-Doo show that came on, along with Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And I absolutely loved it. I grew up in a Christian household. My parents always monitored everything I watched and did, and I'm very blessed for that because I grew up in a very, very safe and wonderful childhood. But my mom and dad never had to monitor Scooby-Doo because they knew anything and everything that had Scooby-Doo was it was pure, it was clean, and it was never mean or violent or gory or, just anything bad. No cussing, no sex, no violence, none of that. So Scooby-Doo's always been there for me. He's always just taught me how to be myself, love others, just always be who you are and go out there and do what you want to do and be who you want to be and stay true to yourself. So Scooby-Doo, thank you so much. Thank you for all the childhood memories. And heck, I'm 24 years old and I still love Scooby-Doo. So anyways, I hope that you guys can share your thoughts and your love and what you love about Scooby-Doo. And this marks 53 years of them. And so I hope we get another 53 years of this amazing canine that we all know as Scooby-Doo. Happy birthday, Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah, Cam shared something really important about his experience with Scooby-Doo, and like he shared about this aspect of, Scooby-Doo taught us to be the authentic ourselves, to forget about what other people have to say and be who you are. And thank you so much, Cam, for bringing that into light. And before we go to the next thing, I was just thinking, somebody said, if you take a selfie with an elephant, it's called Elfie. So if I'm going to take a selfie with Scooby, and all my Scooby items, I guess, so it should be called Scooby, right? That's a really lame joke. If you got the joke, you got the joke. And last but not least, we have with us Wendy Brydge. We have with us Wendy Brydge. For a moment, I thought she was Daphne, because the image I thought of her was this. But she is just like Daphne, dude. She's just like Daphne. She, in fact, was on the podcast last year. If you guys can check that out, we did a 1.5 hour discussion video together. She's a Scooby fan, Scooby collector, as well as a Jesus lover. So she shared amazing stuff last time as well. So she's with us and she's going to share a quick word of life lesson from Scooby-Doo, and I will see you. Oh wait, by the time she finishes, let me finish my Scooby snacks.
Scooby-Doo is full of life lessons, just like the Bible. Matthew 7 tells us, "Do unto others as you would have done unto you. In everything, treat others as you would want them to treat you." In Mark 12, one of the teachers of the law asks Jesus what the greatest commandment is. Jesus answers him, "The most important one is this: love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And the second is this: love your neighbor as yourself." Nearly every single episode of Scooby-Doo over the past 53 years shows the gang exhibiting this very life lesson. When the gang comes across someone in need, be it friend or stranger, they stop whatever they're doing in order to help. They don't do it to get anything back, they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart. They're treating other people the way that they would like to be treated, and they are most certainly showing love towards their neighbor. Remember, your neighbor is anyone that you come in contact with. And I think this is a life lesson that we should all take to heart. Happy birthday, Scooby-Doo.
That was a wonderful message by Wendy. She was sharing about how the Scooby-Doo and the gang are a picture of, what the Lord did on the cross, right? Like basically a symbol of sacrifice. Like they're going out of the way, helping out other people, not realizing whether the other person is even going to acknowledge what they do, right? But they're doing it out of their own goodwill and out of their love and compassion to do what is right. And that's what our Lord Jesus did on the cross, right? Like he died for us, while we didn't even acknowledge that, or some people don't even realize that. But that's how much he loves us, and that's a beautiful picture of like how sometimes they endanger themselves, put themselves in so much of trouble, and they invest in their time and all of the things because of somebody else, not for themselves, of somebody else. And that's exactly what Jesus did for you and for me. While we were yet sinners, Jesus died on the cross for us. And that's a beautiful reminder from Scooby-Doo for all of us that we can remember. Let me just have a look at anything else I missed. Okay, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. And I just want to take this time once again, Scooby-Doo, to wish you a very, very happy birthday. Okay, listen, let me try if I can do the Scooby-Doo's voice right now. Okay. Happy birthday, Ruby. Ruby. Okay. I think I did that. Anyway. And so I hope you guys like this short video celebrating Scooby-Doo's 53rd birthday.
You've been listening to Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah. We hope you were blessed and inspired to live the life that God has for you. Make sure to subscribe to the John Giftah YouTube channel for regular uploads of sermons, skits, interviews, and more. Follow John Giftah on Instagram for regular inspirational posts. And don't forget to check out the best-selling books written by John Giftah. Who Am I?, which will help you understand your identity, and the latest #1 bestseller, Unveil Your Purpose, helping you discover your purpose and to start walking in it. Make sure to leave a rating and review, and be sure to share it with your friends and loved ones. If you'd like to donate, you can find the PayPal link in the description. And if you'd like to invite John Giftah to speak at your event or to get more details, go to the website at www.johngiftah.com. See you on the next episode of The Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah. God bless you.
If your heart stops beating now, do you know where you're going? If you came face to face with death now, do you know where you're going? And this is not a message of condemnation. This is a message of hope. There is a God who loves you so much. He sent His only Son, Jesus Christ, to come down and pay a heavy price by shedding every drop of His blood on the cross. Thank you for dying for my sins. When you believe in Him, you have free gift of salvation for you that assures us that we will go to heaven when we die instead of suffering in hell forever. I just encourage you today to make the simple step of faith and say, Jesus, I thank you for what you did on the cross. Thank you for giving me this gift of eternal life.